to Mr. UFC Vegas Fight Club TV. I'm Kyle, your host. Welcome to the podcast and welcome to the discussion area video for UFC on Fox 29, Justin Gaethje versus Dustin Poirier. This is going to be the video where if you guys want to have conversations through the weigh-in, up through the actual card, tomorrow, this is going to be the spot to place all your comments in, get involved in the conversation. And again, we had some great conversation at UFC 223, kind of going over as the fights were happening, who had what, who was betting who in the next fight. So it was great conversation, real time, watching the fights, and also as well having conversation. At a point, again, I would like to live stream these and have more conversation and be more interactive as we continue to grow. We're also going to be talking about our hero parlay. I have 7 plays that I'm not betting individually, that I'm going to only be betting on this hero parlay, doing a bunch of fights, and hopefully we can knock it out of the park for very little money to be able to hit big. Obviously, of the 7, 2 of them are going to be where I'm placing most of my money on this card, and I guess we'll get into that. So basically, the first play is going to be Marvin Vettori at -250. I really feel like he's got great value. Looking forward to him really smothering Israel and seeing how all that goes. If you guys really want to see more of the in-depth breakdown, go to my prediction video just posted, and you can dive into it there. My other play is going to be my best bet play, which right now our best bets are 15 for this year are 15 wins, 6 losses, plus 12.35 units. And this one is going to be, I'm doing a 2-unit play on Alex Oliveira to beat Carlos Condit. And that's -175. So those 2 plays are going to be 2 of the 7 that I'm going to be picking in my hero parlay. Now, the other ones, and just to kind of briefly go over them, there's a few I'm just not really going to go over, but and I'll just give you the names of them. But to the main card ones that I wanted to talk about, which is Michelle Waterson versus Courtney Casey. This one I did dive into pretty good, and looking at it like we talked about yesterday, Courtney Casey has the stature and the reach and a lot of those advantages over Waterson, who is much smaller and quicker, but smaller. And I really don't see much when I look at Courtney Casey. Very slow. She's going to have the reach advantage, and she's going to be able to, work that if she can. But the reach advantage is slightly nulled because of Waterson's leg kicks and her just kicking ability in general. I really feel like she's going to be able to piece together a lot of combinations from the outside, and I just don't think that anything that Casey does is something that Waterson is not going to be able to counter. I'm sure she's going to have her moments, but I just see the speed and just outright striking ability of Waterson to be able to take out Casey, and that's going to be my 3rd pick, which is going to be Michelle Waterson at +105. That'll be the 3rd play of the hero parlay. The other one's going to be in the main event, it's between Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. Now this one, I was back and forth on, and really looking at this one, it's a tough fight to handicap. Both these guys could just stand in the middle of the ring and just throw bombs. There's no handicapping in that when a guy is just gonna, they're just throwing, Hail Mary bombs to each other and someone connects, somebody goes down. So stylistically, it's tough. More crisper punches and just technically in the striking department goes to Poirier without a doubt, in my opinion. But Gaethje's chin, Gaethje's ability, Gaethje's pressure, Gaethje's leg kicks are a lot that is gonna, and the possibility that he is, his wrestling if he starts to use that. So he has a lot of, we haven't even seen that. We haven't even seen Gaethje really use his wrestling because he just wants to stand and bang. And if he can kind of be a little more well-rounded, which I think he should be if he wants to be a little more long-term fighter, standing and just, he can take it. There is no question this guy's got a granite chin. He can take it. But if he could just be a little more well-rounded, it's going to help his longevity to begin with, but it's also going to just give him opportunities to win rounds and not have to use his chin and his fists to win these rounds. He can be a little more well-rounded, have guys more guess on what he's going to be doing, whether he's going to be going down for the takedowns. It is a little bit tough for guys to, he's coming up with his hands high and he starts to throw hard leg kicks. He's got great leg kicks. So that mixture of there, and something that I don't think that Poirier is going to be used to Gaethje just tracking him down the entire fight. I was a little more on Poirier, but rewatching him last night, I'm going to go Gaethje, put him in this parlay. He is minus 135, so he'll be the fourth play on the Hero Parlay. Then we have these three. Okay, so the other three is, the other one's going to be in the featured fight of the prelims, is between Antonio Carlos Jr. and Tim Boetsch. And, you know, Tim is you know, he's got that power that he just kind of catches your head and that's it, you're out. So he has that ability to do that. But more well-rounded is got to go to Carlos Jr. I think he's going to be able to work his submission game if he has to, get in tight, and he's going to make it very, very technical in the clinch. And that's where I feel like he's going to be able to wear down Boetsch. Boetsch, early in that first round, is going to be scary. And if he can land a couple and take Antonio Carlos Jr. out of his game plan, that's where I think that Boetsch can step in and actually make, you know, put some damage, put some pressure on Carlos Jr. to try to win a couple of rounds back or go for the finish. But if he starts early on being able to work that first round, get some points, and be able to, you know, change the face of the fight, I feel like Antonio Carlos Jr. is going to be able to dictate the fight. I'm going to pick him as well. He's at minus 250, but I just don't really like Boetsch at this point of his career. The other two that I'm just going to give you is Wilson Reis. Really like him here. He's had two tough fights against top-level guys in Cejudo and Demetrius Johnson. So two tough fights for him. He lost both of them. I think this is a comeback fight for him. I see him getting this victory, possibly in another decision as well. I got him at minus 135. And the opener of the prelims, I'm going with Brad Tavares at minus 130. So those are my 7 plays that I'm going to be having for my Hero Parlay. And you guys let me know what you think or what kind of Hero Parlays you guys got going on there or your other plays as well. And again, this is going to be the air if you guys want to chat, talk about whatever regarding UFC on Fox 29. This is going to be the spot for it. And again, our best bet play is 15 wins, 6 losses, plus 12.35 units. Best bet play is going to be Alex Oliveira at 2 units. So, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, get involved with Fight Club TV. And this is Mr. UFC Vegas, Fight Club TV.